Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. So, in what can be only described as the weirdest of all weird events, as best I can figure, because you can go back to the old game and forward to the old game, I suspect what's going on is that both games are actually running on top of each other as different programs and taking the same inputs and reacting the same way. Unfortunately, when you're trying to record, then there's a third program that is using the same technology. And what it causes, for some reason, is for the mouse to jump back and forth like this when I use the Xbox 360 controller. And there's no fix for it. And no one on the internet, as far as I can tell, has ever had this problem again. Fortunately, that just means I'm going to have to play it with the mouse like it was originally designed. Now, is this problem similarly still the same here? Yes, it is. So it's in both games. I've never seen this in covering probably close to 60 or 70 games with OBS. I've never seen an issue with OBS and the mouse ever before. And there's no issue with using a controller for the input if you're not recording. So, at least as far as I can tell. So, no more talk about that. All this really means for you as viewers that you're going to hear my clicky mouse more than I would prefer. Now, to get back to the story, now have it after spending more time than I would have liked doing tech support for myself. Interesting. Here's a guy, he's walking out and walking that direction. We have to do the 3 trials. Let's see if we can walk to and open this door. So I open the door and I come out here. Let's try this door. Open that door and I come out here. So most of these doors are just joke doors. It's the old cartoon. You walk in one door and you walk out the other. Let's talk to the citizen of Mêlée Island, I suppose.
Excuse me, but do you have a cousin named Sven?
What? No, I don't. What is this? Some sort of code? No, but I once had a barber named Dominique.
What?
Never mind. Good night.
So if I talk to him again, will he
Excuse
ask
me,
the
but
question?
Oh, it's only you again.
I just want a map. I do want a map.
I just want a map.
Shh. Pipe down, will you? That ugly sheriff might be around here. Now then, let's talk business.
So
You
he's a
wanna buy
map
a map
seller.
to the legendary lost treasure of Mêlée Island?
Yes.
Only one in existence. Rare. Very rare. Only 100 pieces of 8.
Might as well say I don't want it.
No thanks. I don't want it.
Not enough money, huh? Come back when you're serious about treasure hunting, kid.
So I need to find some pieces of 8. And we now know this is the map seller. I suppose we could try
Excuse
talking
me,
to
but
him some more.
Oh, it's only you again. Come back for the map to the legendary lost treasure of Mêlée Island, huh? I hope you brought enough money this time.
He remembers what we said.
No thanks. I don't have enough money.
Well then, buzz off, kid. It's bad for business.
So this conversation is interesting in the fact that there were dialogue choices that I wanted to click on, and I locked myself out of them. So if you wanted to see every single dialogue choice ever, you might have to do some save scumming, where you save your file and then reload it after you do see one selection and play again to see the other selections.
Hey, don't mess with my rat.
So these men of low moral fiber, pirates, let's talk to them. Hey, nice rat.
Hey, nice rat.
Do you like rats?
Yes, I love rats, especially with a light wine sauce. Let's go with this one. You may also notice you can see the mouse cursor now. I had that turned off in the first recording because I was going to use a controller.
Yes, especially in a light wine sauce.
Get away!
And what's interesting is this lit up a light, and I'm not sure if that was some kind of hint or if that just randomly happened. Do you know the sneaky looking man on the opposite corner? Maybe they can steal the map from me.
Say, are you guys pirates?
No, we're a wandering circus troupe.
But this rat scared away the elephant.
Shut up! Of course we're pirates.
Slapstick
We
humor.
can't buy clothes like these off the rack.
And
What
Three
do you
Stooges
want?
style. Kids these days, they won't recognize Three Stooges. I'm not even sure younger adults these days might not recognize the Three Stooges. Not on the ship looting, plucking. Let's see, which question what's in the keg? Let's start with that.
What's in the keg?
Rum.
Jam.
Jam.
Rum. Rum and jam. It's an old pirate favorite. Everybody knows that.
So we haven't picked up anything yet, so we're stuck at just talking to people. But eventually we'll start getting items.
Do you guys know the sneaky looking man on the opposite corner?
Wanna buy a map, eh? Our maps are top quality. Not like the bird-caged liners you get from that clown across the street.
Maybe they have a
No,
map.
just kidding. These are actually copies of the minutes of the last meeting of the Mêlée Island PTA. Can't even give them away.
I'll take one.
Want one?
You can't even give them away. No thanks. But I'll take one if you give me 2 pieces of 8. Hey, I'll take 2 pieces of 8.
No, but I'll take one if you give me 2 pieces of 8.
Okay, that's fair.
A piece of 8 would be a coin cut into 8 equal pieces. Which was a thing they used to do. I don't think anybody really cuts coins in half and they would still be considered valid currency these days.
I'm really interested in this pirating thing.
What do you want?
Sorry, I verbally abused your rat.
Sorry I verbally abused your rat.
They're very intelligent creatures. More intelligent than him. Why, there's a story around these parts that a bunch of rats actually crewed a ship here from fabled Monkey Island.
No, that's not right. It was actually a group of monkeys.
How could a bunch of stupid monkeys crew a ship?
No way could a bunch of stupid monkeys crew a ship.
Actually, they were chimps, and they weren't stupid. When they arrived, they sold the ship for a pretty penny. Only time I've seen anyone get the better of old Stan in a deal.
I thought it was rats.
I'm really interested in this pirating thing.
What do you want?
How come you're on this street corner and not on a ship?
So-
Looting, pillaging, sacking. that
Being
sort of thing.
interested in the pirating thing brought up a
Well,
secondary
pirating
menu
hasn't
of
been panning out
conversation
so well
choices.
for us.
There are some unnaturally talented pirates in the area right now.
Operating out of Monkey Island.
So we've been
We're
pursuing
on
alternate
Mêlée
means of
Island right now.
self-support. We're trying to start up a circus.
It was working out well, until the rats scared off the elephant. Now you've depressed us. Go home.
So it started like a joke that
I
they
said
scared
don't
off.
pester the rat.
Oh, I can't even hover
I'm
over.
not gonna warn you again. Leave the
Interesting.
rat alone.
Usually in point-and-click adventures, you don't automatically trigger something.
Hey, man. Frank, make him quit it. Oh, now look what you did.
Feel like that was intentional. Let's look at the sign. Come on, look at the sign. Maybe we'll try something different. How about pick up the sign?
I can't pick that up.
Look at the sign.
Ye old rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shop.
Ooh, I guess
Serving your rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle needs for over 50 years.
we're gonna need a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. Let's move on. Now, because we're not playing the old game, you wouldn't have noticed that we have 2 pieces of 8 and the minutes already. So we could do this. Look at
There
this.
sure are a lot of spelling errors.
Hey, you! Come over here.
Somebody's yelling at me. Let's see. Look at...
I have 2
Pieces.
pieces of 8.
So somebody over here wants to talk to me in this back
Hello?
alley. See the circus.
Anybody in here? Hello?
You know, bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one. And at this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
So let's come off aggressive here on this answer.
Yeah, and bad things happen to people who sneak up on other people from behind.
So, you're gonna give me a little attitude, huh? I'd better get your name.
Let's see. I might as well say I'm a mighty pirate.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pirate.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here.
Oh.
Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me. This is a bad time to be visiting Mêlée Island. A very bad time. My advice to you is to find somewhere else to take your vacation. Somewhere safer.
Boy, I feel much better knowing there's an officer of the law around.
Let's look at the poster.
Oh, a circus! I love a circus!
Let's see if we can take the thing. So you can use the middle mouse wheel if you have one on your mouse,
can't
which
pick
you
that up.
probably would, to switch between options. So I really don't need to continue to use the right bump and left bump of the controller to bring up these menus, although it's going to be slightly more difficult to remember which item is which if you don't bring up this menu. I could bring up this menu also with the keyboard.
Employees only.
Employees only. And we'll just keep walking this way. Interesting how this just swings back and forth. Well, there was nothing here. Let's open this door and see what's in this building. Ah, it's a church. So, in any point-and-click adventure game, you want to kind of pixel hunt. Although with the hint system and this game in particular, I don't think you're going to spend much time at all actually looking for something. And pixel hunt, by that I do mean pixel hunt back when the old way is the one pixel let's see, let's walk this way. Next to the church is a jail cell. And look at the cell.
It's locked.
What's this note? There's a rat in the cell. Let's look at the prisoner.
You gotta get me out of here! I'm a victim of society!
Not to mention halitosis. Ugh.
Hey, it's hard to keep my breath minty fresh when there's nothing to eat in here but rats.
So we're gonna take it that this guy needs a mint.
Talk to Death Breath? No thanks.
And so we're not really making any progress as far as doing any of the 3 trials, but we are acquainting ourselves with the areas, and that's kind of what we need to do. A modern version of a game like this would have a map where you could just bring up something and
I don't see anything special about it.
deadly piranha poodles. So this is the governor's mansion we need to break in, but we've got to get past these
I don't
poodles.
think I can get past them.
What is that? A little bit louder barking. They softened it a little bit in the remaster. Nicely animated areas with almost nothing in them. I would have to say that this game is probably a victim of overspending production money
Ahoy there, fancy
on
pants.
art and not enough on actual items to interact with. So here we've got a store. Just want to check it out. In the store, there is
I don't have all day. Did you just come
A
in here
shovel?
to get out of the cold, or do you actually need something?
I need a shovel, sure. A safe. And some other things. Let's talk to the storekeeper. A sword. Let's get a sword. We need a sword.
Slashmaster. When you want a sword as sharp as your wit.
Can I help you?
Let's pick up the sword. And while we're at it, let's look at the shovel. We'll look at anything we can look at.
Digmaster. The only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts.
So we've got
Can I help you?
to cycle through things to pick things up.
Don't you be messing with that.
You won't let me pull the handle on the shovel. On the safe.
Let's go, fancy pants.
Davy Jones Lockers. The last word in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices.
Grog resistant. So if I have to break in there, this will be grog resistant, which means something else won't be grog resistant. Let's walk to and talk
I
to the
don't
shop
have
kid.
all day.
So
What do you want?
it's very interesting that you would go nearly 20 years without having any voice actor actually in your head as the game creator for these characters, and then have to redesign that. And I'm sure there's a significant number of people that who are used to the game looking like this and have played it many times throughout 20 years would feel a little bit weird hearing somebody actually sound different than the voice in their head.
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
Let's see, how much is it? I want it.
I want it.
That's 100 pieces of 8.
Ah,
Take it or leave it.
I don't have enough money.
I don't have enough money.
Figures. Now, how else do you want to waste my time?
I imagine he'll just catch me if I tried to walk out of there and steal the items.
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
I want it.
Oh, another would-be treasure hunter, eh? That'll cost you 75 pieces of 8.
That's a little bit better.
75 pieces of 8? I don't have that much.
I only have
Then you
2.
better go put it back.
So what can you get for 2 pieces of 8? Why did I negotiate so badly?
Is there something here that maybe you can afford?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Mêlée Island. That's
I'm looking
true.
for the Swordmaster of Mêlée Island.
The Swordmaster of Mêlée Island? Now, I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way over there. Once. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
So, use the bell.
It never fails. I step away from the counter for 2 seconds and some idiot's already ringing that stupid bell. The Swordmaster says you can jump in the lake, by the way. What do you want?
So I've got to figure out a way to convince him to lead me to the Swordmaster, probably through pirate trickery.
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
So I can afford breath mints.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Okay, but don't put your lips on anything.
So we've moved the story along a little bit. We can now go give the breath mint to the pirate, but we'll have to bring up the inventory, which I would need this.
Breathmaster, for the pirate who cares about first impressions.
We need to give this to him.
Oh, Grago mint. How refreshing. Thanks.
So it's a grog flavored mint?
Have you come to release me?
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Otis. At least I think it is. I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely. Can't you see? I'm innocent.
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
What flower?
What flowers?
The yellow Cornish dormi flowers in the forest. It's against the law to pick them.
That's why he's in jail?
Sheriff Shinetop sure is a jerk, isn't he?
No kidding. Fester Shinetop is the meanest man on Mêlée Island. Luckily, the governor keeps him in check most of the time. We used to have a fair, decent man for a sheriff, but he recently died under mysterious circumstances. If you ask me, I think the new sheriff had something to do with it.
I think
Interesting.
you've said enough, Otis.
Oops.
I hope you haven't been taking this filthy vagrant too seriously. He'd say anything to avoid paying his debt to society.
He is filthy.
He seems innocent to me. Why don't you let him out?
Maybe you should mind your own business, stranger. I'll decide who's innocent and who's guilty around here.
Sorry.
Look, I don't know what you're up to. But whatever it is, it's probably illegal. So forget it. Wherever you go on Mêlée, I'll be watching. And if you try any monkey business, you'll end up in here for good.
Man, is he a pill or what? You see what I have to put up with?
So he's gonna
You better
be
go before you get us both in trouble.
he's gonna be a problem. So did we find anything specifically out there other than don't pick the flowers unless you want to end up in jail? Now, this room and this room, I suppose we didn't try. But I can't open this door. There's, it would, like, there's no door there as far as the game is concerned. Because when there is something here, you can get the open option, or at least some kind of secondary option when you're hovering over an item that can be interacted with. So now we need, here's a chicken with a pulley in the middle of it. Or in some kind of voodoo setup. So the thing I was going to say last recording, and I got distracted by myself in the gameplay, is that the Scum engine is really amazing because it made it very easy to make a game and then have elements drawn out specifically as interactable. Instead of hard coding something as does this do something when I click on it or not, you can kind of just have an artist draw this and then cut and paste the elements and have some elements interact later and have some interact now. Let's look at the statue.
No thanks. I'd rather not touch any of this creepy voodoo stuff. Let's see, there's a jar of bat drippings, a box that says assorted scales, a shaker full of monkey flakes, and some cat knuckles. Cat knuckles? How barbaric!
Look at the chickens.
Poor chickens.
Look at this chicken.
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
I bet we have a use for it, or we will, so let's see if we can pick it up.
Maybe no one will miss just this one thing. Poor little thing. Whatever it was.
Let's see, pick up the bones. I think I'm scrolling the
No
wrong
thanks.
way.
I'd rather not touch any of this creepy voodoo stuff.
Look at the chalice.
What may I help you with, son?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pirate.
Wait, don't say anything. I can sense your name is Guybrush. Guybrush nose hair. No. Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood. Am I not right?
Wow, that's amazing. Do you know any other tricks? Lucky guess.
Lucky guess. Half the people I know are named Guybrush.
I suggest you open your mind. It will help you in your coming journey.
You know what's funny is that there is a voodoo character in Broken Sword, I believe 3, that looks very, very similar to this character. Although I would suspect that maybe this character is just a cliche of movie voodoo queens that we just don't see nowadays in movies because it's kind of insensitive.
I sense the guilt of stealing my chicken grows. Take it. It's
Nice.
yours.
I don't have to pay for it.
Why don't you want it? Is it jinxed with an ancient voodoo curse?
No. The pulley squeaks. So, my mind-reading skills tell me it is your
She doesn't let me
you are
talk
interested
anytime.
in. Are you certain this is something you really wish to know?
Yes, tell me my future. No, don't tell me a thing. How about that?
No, don't tell me a thing. Life should be unexpected and exciting.
Suit yourself.
I think she was probably a default hint system, so So she might be who I want to go to in case I get
Journey?
confused or lost.
What can you tell me about my journey?
I thought you didn't want to know your future. Changed your mind?
I guess I did because I don't have a way of leaving otherwise.
Yes, tell me everything that's going to happen to me.
I am getting a vision. I see you taking
Wow.
a voyage. A long
That was kind of
voyage. I see
too
you
flashy.
captaining a ship.
Yeah!
I see.
What? See what?
I see a giant monkey.
Yikes.
I see you inside the giant monkey.
Gross.
Wait. It's all becoming clear. Your journey will have many parts. You will see things better left unseen. You will hear things better left unheard. You will learn things better left unlearned.
What kind of things? I hate surprises.
No, the time is not right to know. When you know your purpose, come see me. I will let you know then.
Yikes!
And so we get an interesting tease of what's to come. And if we walk her back over here, she might reappear.
Guess I'll just be going now.
So we're gonna do a lot of things in this game. It's kind of odd because within an hour of gameplay, we kind of have been teased twice about things we're going to do, while the actual gameplay itself has been a little slow. Point-and-click adventure games very much guilty of being slow in gameplay, and this one is no exception. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.